Hello, welcome to the 199 Unlisted podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, we're in clothes. So we made those two videos about the girl being sad and complaining about her life. And the first video she made, she got like 5,000 subscribers from like just the first video. And then she made a second video about being sad, and now she has a lot more subscribers, and like she just made her account. Okay, so and then I made videos reacting to it, and I turned lyrics. And I turned the stuff she said about being sad. I just made a song about it and I posted it. But anyway, so I just started watching all these girls being sad, and because apparently it's a great way to get YouTube subscribers if you just pretend to be sad. And so, I can't do that. And so anyway, but because I did that, I started getting recommended a bunch of stuff, videos on my Instagram too. And so on my Instagram, I got a reel from this person, and it's a dude, it's like a transgender guy. And the video is him being sad. It's like, I'm so ugly I can't go outside. And so I started laughing. And so then I looked at his page, led me to his YouTube, and there are some videos we have to watch. I slept with 8 men at the same time. And I watched part of it. There are some horrible things in this video, and I laughed at everything. So if I'm laughing, you're gonna laugh. So let's now this video is 5 years old. Okay, Jolene Dawson. He has a bunch of videos, but we're gonna we're gonna watch this. Oh boy.
You're right, babes. It's a Jolene again, and I'm here to bring it back to what it used to be, right? Which was like a lot of story times. I do a lot of story times about like my sex life.
I mean, it's just it looks like a guy with long hair wearing makeup. I mean, but that's what transgender is. But um, you know, I'll get I'll get the Instagram video for next video, so you can watch him 5 years later going, "I'm ugly, I can't go outside." Oh god. Okay.
I stopped doing that after I was violently raped on the beach. Two
Mm-hmm.
people watched it happen. They came up to me afterwards and they said, "Are you Jolene Dawson?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Okay, so you're telling me two people watched you get raped on the beach, and then they came up to you after and said, "Are you Jolene Dawson?" That I don't believe that. I just don't believe that.
babes, I am." And so that kind of like traumatized me out of talking about this kind of stuff. But you know what? Time's passed. I am re-entering like a sexual renaissance. So now I'm back to talk about my sex life again. It's what you've all been wanting. I mean, I've been seeing the messages. I've been seeing everything. So I'm going to tell you about the 8-man gangbang that I had. And I ended up...
Why would you put this on the internet? There is this video is 5 years old. You think during those 5 years you'd have been like, yeah, I should probably take down the 8-man gangbang video I posted. It probably makes me look bad. I just don't believe the common factor amongst all the people that we react to is I think they're all full of shit, because some of the things they say just makes no sense. Some of the situations they're in makes no sense. Some of the things the problems they get themselves into, it makes no sense. Even like the last girl, she's crying, she's depressed, but then all her shorts, she's really happy. I don't know.
getting a like a notice of eviction or whatever you call it, where the real estate's like, no, babes, you can't be doing that. So I'll start out how it all started
Okay.
out. It's like I was like pretty depressed,
Mm-hmm.
and I hadn't been seeing anyone. I was just chilling, doing my thing, right? And so
Man, he is hard to look at. I'm sorry. People, just be yourself. And when I mean be yourself, being yourself doesn't mean pretending to be someone else. So don't go, oh, he's just being himself. Being yourself means, okay, what if I made the next video? I'm wearing a wig and lipstick and I go, I'm a woman. I'm just being myself. You'd be like, you're crazy, you're full of shit, what's your problem? You need people in your life to stop you. This person obviously did not have people in his life to stop him from doing this. And that's a problem.
an old friend of mine, let's call him Matt. He bumped into one of my exes and was like, so I'll tell you about Matt. So he's Latvian, right? But he like grew up in Russia and then moved to Germany. So he's got like this crazy accent, right? And he speaks like 1,000 languages. And so it's kind of like comical, really. Like when you hear him speak, it's like a fake accent, right? It sounds like it, but it's like proper his accent.
Her 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 with the penis. Her accent sounds fake though. This guy sounds like me when I'm doing a fake British accent, basically. But anyway,
So he bumps, and he's kind of a scary man. But anyway, I met him on a flight. If you want the story about
you're a scary man. Who are you? Who are you calling scary? Jesus Christ. Oh.
how I met him, happy to tell it. But he bumps into one of my exes who I'm still like pretty close with, and he's like, "What's happening with Jolene? Like I haven't heard from her. That's not like her. Normally, she's hard to get away from, type of thing." And so my ex is like, "Yeah, no, she's actually not been all right lately. She's been like a bit out of sorts." So anyway, my friend messages me and is like, "I heard that you're not doing too well. Like, what's going on? Like, I'll come over, but like, I've got one of my friends with me. If that's all right, like, I'm gonna bring him. Like, it'll be a good time. Like, we'll have fun. We'll be hanging out. Like,
So that's how the gangbang starts. You gotta find a depressed girl. Go, hey, I'm checking up on you. I got a friend.
we'll take care of you. Don't worry. We'll put a smile on your face, babes." And I'm like, "Yeah, I love that. I like where this is going." So I'm like, "Yeah, come over." So he comes over. He brings his friend, and we're talking. We're chatting away, and then I am like talking about one of my other friends. Turns out they know each other. So then I'm like, "Oh, well, why don't you come over? We'll get
Wait. So this is very incestuous. Everyone's just okay. I that's a weird friend group, but okay.
guess what? He's with one of his friends, right?" And so we're drinking, we're hanging out, we're doing all of that. And it's me and like these four guys. So you can imagine things get pretty out of hand. We start sucking and fucking, don't we? So we're doing that.
Wait. You skipped a lot of steps. So her ex comes over with a friend and she I'm so confused. Her ex comes over with a friend, and then she gets a call from a friend who's with a friend, but her and the ex are friends with that friend, so they're all hanging out. Got it. They're drinking. That's fine. And then now we're just fucking and sucking. Like how you jump from That's that's a weird jump. Okay.
We're hanging out, doing our thing. They've got huge cocks, right? And I'm like, after this time of like not really exploring my sexuality like I'm used to, I'm like, this is a nice, delightful change. So I'm like, you know what wouldn't hurt? A few more men, right? So I'm saying to them like, let's get some more men around. Like, let's have some fun. Like, I'm totally down for it, especially if the cocks are as big as I'm used to. Then that's fantastic. Well,
Oh my god. Imagine a demon in human form. I mean, that's what this is right here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. I wonder where AIDS comes from. I mean, like, Jesus Christ. You know, four guys at the gangbang wasn't enough. let's call, let's call some more.
I reckon one of my neighbours can hear me. That's kind of embarrassing, but anyway, I'm sure they heard me when this happened. So they invite some of their friends over. It ends up being like 8 men, all of them from Europe. And I mean, you guys know what Europeans are like, especially the men. They
No,
really
I
know how to
don't.
give it to you. So we're all hanging out. We're all sucking and fucking. I felt kind of bad though, because like obviously what's happening is I can only do so much. So a lot of the guys are just like standing around waiting their turn, right? Which is like, I can only imagine how that felt, but you know, we got the job done. The one thing I will say is if you're going to have that many men over doing that kind of thing, don't have the heater on. Like, I learned that the hard way because we had the heater on and it's like huffing and puffing, like, it's not
Oh my God. So the lesson he learned from this is, I'm sorry. It's ma'am. She learned from this is don't have the heater on when you're having a gangbang instead of don't have a gangbang. Right. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
great, smells like a gym. But anyway, I think everything's going cool, everything's going smoothly, all of that. By the end of it, I'm feeling well worn out. I'm telling you now, like, I had the best sleep that night. Well, I wake up the next morning to an email from my real estate, and they're on about like, you can't have this many people in your apartment, like it's a fire hazard, we've got noise complaints, people are saying you're doing this and that. And I'm like, well, yeah, babes, I am actually, like, that's exactly what I've been doing, you know. And I wasn't having it, so I called up the real estate and I'm like, babes, now you're telling me I can't get gangbanged in the privacy of my own home? Like, what's
Um,
that about? Like,
this can't be real. This can't be. I can't have a gangbang in Popsy Mountain home. The first of all, the accent has to be fake. I would not. I know. I say this about everyone. I would not be surprised if this is an actor pretending to be a woman, just making up some bullshit stories. But I don't know. I don't know. No, but it is real because I found this because of the reel on Instagram. So this actually is a real person. Wow, that's even worse. Okay.
you got to be chatting shit right now. You're taking the piss. You're taking the Mickey. Like, I don't want to hear it, and I don't want to have it. Like, babes, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. They're like, if it happens again, like, we're gonna have to get rid of ya. I don't know what to tell ya. Like, it's just what we're gonna have to do. And I'm like, babes, it's a bit unfair. It's not like, I don't know what you're on about. They're saying, you know, this many people in your apartment, that's a fire hazard, babes. The only thing on fire was this pussy. So I don't know what to worry.
That hurt me. That really hurt me. Wow. The only thing on fire is his pussy. Wow. Wow. Okay.
About, it's not going to be a fire. It's just not, you know? So they're just going on and on and on, telling me what I can and can't do with my body, right? I don't want to hear it.
Dude, it's a building code. I mean, this is real. I mean, that's why, people, in nice neighborhoods don't like it when Mexicans move in because like, they'll have 15 people in the house, like living in the house. Like it is a fire hazard because it's just the more people, the more clutter, the more just the more everything. So just imagine living in a house, okay, and then multiply everything you do by, 4. It is a hazard. So, like yeah, you're in charge of your body, but you're not in charge of the building. So there's codes for a reason, So I mean, like look at all the the problems that China has had with those crazy apartment buildings where they had people live like sardines. Like there's way too many fires that happen in situations like that. Just because the more people, the more bullshit. In your case, the more people at the gangbang. But
I'm not happy. I was happy when it was happening, let me tell you. It was great. Huge cocks, all of it. Well, except for one. But, I didn't let him know that. You, you got to put on a floor show, you know? So that went really well. And that's what happened. And I ended up with this, like, notice, like, final warning, like, don't let it happen again. And I just talk about between a rock and a hard place, right? Definitely a hard place, that's for sure. And let me tell you, that next morning I felt like the winds could pass straight through me in one end out the other. Like I was wide open, not
what the fuck? Oh, so much to process. Oh my god. This makes me want to watch interviews of porn stars after a gangbang and see what they have to say because like I wonder what a real woman. I shouldn't have to say that. I wonder what a woman would say because this is a dude. Um, but this is a very delusional dude, obviously. I mean, I would just have to guess that people like this have brainwashed themselves into thinking it was good because apparently this person is very depressed based on their Instagram video. And so I'm assuming this person has always felt like that because let's be honest, this person is looks like a car wreck. Um and deep down he has to know he looks like a fucking freak. Like there's a reason why people who, try to be the other gender stand out like a sore thumb because it's wired in our brain to be able to tell which gender someone is because so many social interactions are based on the person's gender. Like you will approach just in friendly conversation, you'll walk up to a woman different than you walk up to a man. Just the things you like, like the words you would use in conversation. Just like everything is just different. Like there's just certain things, like if you're at a party and there's a group of people talking, hanging out, and let's say it's like four guys and two girls, and the two girls walk away. When the two girls walk away, the guys completely change and talk normal. Because it's like women hamper men when it comes to a social interaction. If like men are just talking, um, and like you can feel it like physically too. So it's a lot deeper than just look at this car wreck. There's a physiological changes, and it's a lot more complicated than people think, which is why people have extreme reactions to people like this, because it's like, what are you doing? It's not natural. It's weird, and then it's natural for other people to be freaked out. And people want to call it transphobia. No, it's like it goes against nature, and so it's natural to be against stuff that goes against nature. It just is. But when you live in La La Land, you don't have the common sense, or you're just too crazy that you don't understand. But obviously this guy's brain is broken. But
not to get graphic, but it was like a deflated like truck tire, if you know what I mean. So that was like pretty cool, I guess. I was a little worried. Have to go to the proctologist. Nothing to worry about though. But other than that, that's like my re-entrance into like my sexual renaissance. So I'm like pretty happy to share about it. And you know what I think I'm gonna do is like really bring these story times back now that I'm like going for it.
oh my what the fuck? Why would you share this? You had to go to the proctologist to fix your ass after the gang. What the fuck? I love it. This is a story. This is a tale.
I'm back on the horse, so to speak. Um, and yeah, that's what's been happening to me. So it was a good time. I was pretty happy. You know, I will say a couple of them were German, and it can get like a bit comical when you can hear them saying like, "Oh yeah, this is wunderbar, oh yeah." Like to me, like it was like a bit of a laugh, you know. But so hard to stay focused with that going on. But I managed. I got through it. I survived. So welcome back. Welcome back to the what's the term? Welcome back to the pool, to the Dayton pool.
What?
Let's call it Dayton. I
What
mean,
the fuck?
I had a great time. What more do you want to know? I just thought I'd share the story. I know you guys. That's the kind of thing you like to hear about. Everyone misses me old videos of like doing this.
Uh, Jolene Dawson has 5,000 subscribers. That is not enough subscribers to be doing this. And you know what? I'm surprised Jolene Dawson doesn't have 1 million subscribers with this story. This story is insane. Jesus. That's crazy.
This and that, sleeping with like two brothers and whatever. Which I've seen them since. They still can't convince them to do a threesome, which is like kind of a downer, but we'll get there. We'll figure it out. But anyway, that's where I'm at. So thanks for watching. Practice safe sex. I used to get like all these comments being like, I hope you're safe, I hope you're safe. Well, based on the fact that I have more than 2 brain cells to rub together, yeah, of course I'm safe. I'm doing what I can, but it is
Well, can you really be safe with 8 people? Yeah, I know you have 8 condoms on, but is that really safe? I don't think that's. I don't know. It just doesn't seem safe to me. But okay.
is what it is. So I'm gonna link some resources down below if you need any like information on how to stay safe, all of that stuff. Make sure you vet the people that you sleep with. You don't want to end up like in a bathtub with no kidney or something. So I'm glad it was all friends of friends, because if it wasn't and there's like 10 guys, like what am I supposed to do if it gets out of hand? Like I have a hard time opening most water bottles. So Don't know what to tell ya. I mean, I look better up close, don't I?
No. Oh, you gotta just stand up. Jesus Christ. That is gold. That is gold.
Sorry about that, but lazy back, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching. I had a great time and I had a great time telling you about it. So subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next week. Let me know what else you want to know, and I will keep these stories coming.
Which means you have to maintain a life of constant gangbangs to have YouTube video material. Yeah, that is not gonna work. Okay. That's awesome. Anyway, I think we've seen enough. I have nothing to add. Just I'm I'm sorry. Anyway, um have a good Monday, have a good Tuesday, have a good Wednesday, have a good Thursday, have a good Friday, have a good week, have a good weekend. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.